faces, worn out places, worn out faces, bright and early for their daily races, going nowhere, going nowhere. Their tears are filling up their glasses, no expression, no expression. Hide my head, I wanna drown my sorrow. No tomorrow, no tomorrow. And I find it kinda funny, I find it kinda sad. The dreams in which I'm dying are the best I've ever had. I find it hard to tell you, I find it hard to take.
You wished to see me?
Yes.
What can I do for you?
Give me back my husband.
Give you back your husband?
Yes. You are wondering which one he is. He is a blond man, not very tall, wears spectacles. He is a lawyer. Your manager's lawyer. Alfred is his first name.
Oh, I must have met him, yes.
I know you have. I implore you, give him back to me.
You mustn't mistake my silence for embarrassment. I am at a loss, because I don't quite see how I can give you back your husband when I haven't got him to give.
You just admitted that you knew him.
That scarcely implies that I've taken him from you. Of course, I know him. He drew up my last contract, and it seems to me I have been seeing him maybe once or twice since then, backstage. Rather nice-spoken, fair-haired man. Did you say he wore spectacles?
Yes.
Okay, I don't remember him with spectacles.
He probably took them off. He wanted to look his best for you. He is in love with you. He never takes them off when I'm around. He doesn't care how he looks when I'm around. He doesn't love me. I implore you, give him back to me.
If you weren't such a very foolish young woman, I would be very angry at you. Wherever did you get the idea that I have taken your husband from you?
He sends you flowers all the time.
Well, that's not true.
It is.
It isn't. He never sent me a flower in all my life. Did he tell you he did?
No. I found out at the florist's. The flowers are sent to your dressing room twice a week and charged to him.
That's a lie.
Do you mean to say that I am lying?
I mean to say that someone is lying to you.
And what about this letter?
Letter?
He wrote it to you, and he said...
He wrote it to me? Well, let me see.
No. I'll read it to you. My darling, shan't be able to call you for the theater tonight. Urgent business, 1,000 apologies, 10,000 kisses. Alfred.
Oh.
I found it on his desk this morning. He probably intended to send it to the theater by messenger, but he forgot. So I opened it.
Okay, well, you mustn't cry.
Why mustn't I? You steal my husband and I mustn't cry? Oh, I know how little it means to you and how easy it is for you. One night you dress like a royal princess. The next night you undress like a Greek goddess. You blacken your eyebrows and redden your lips and wax your lashes and paint your face. You have cosmetics and bright lights to make you seem beautiful. And author's lines to make you seem witty and wise. No wonder a poor simple-minded lawyer falls in love with you. What chance have I against you and my cheap little frock, my own lips and eyebrows, my own unstudied ways? I don't know how to strut and pose and lure a man. I haven't got Mr. Shakespeare to write beautiful speeches for me. In reality, you may be more stupid than I am, but I admit that when it comes to alluring men, I am no match for you.
This is a very interesting case.
What is?
Yours.
Mine? What do you mean?
I mean that I never received a flower or a letter or anything else from your husband. Tell me, haven't you and your husband been getting on rather badly of late?
Yes, of course.
And you used to be very affectionate to each other?
Why, yes.
And of late you have been quite cold?
Yes.
Of course. A typical case. My dear, if you knew how often we actresses met this sort of thing. It is perfectly clear that your husband has been playing a little comedy to make you jealous, to revive your interest in him.
Do you really think that?
Do you mean to say such a thing has happened to you before?
Oh, endless times. It happens to every actress who's moderately pretty and successful. It is one of the oldest expedients in the world, and we actresses are such conspicuous targets for it. This is scarcely a man connected with the theater who doesn't make use of us in that way sometime or another. Authors, composers, scene designers, lawyers, orchestra leaders, oh, even the managers themselves. To regain a wife or sweetheart's affection, all they need to do is invent a love affair with one of us. The wife is always so ready to believe it. Usually we don't know a thing about it, but even when it is brought to our notice, we don't mind so much. At least we have the consolation of knowing that we are the means of making many a marriage happy, which might otherwise have ended in the divorce court.
But how could I know?
There, dear. Oh, you mustn't apologize. You couldn't know, of course. It seems so plausible. You fancy your husband in an atmosphere of perpetual temptation, in a backstage world full of beautiful sirens without scruples or morals. One actress, you suppose, is more dangerous than 100 ordinary women. You hate us and fear us. None understands that better than your husband, who is evidently a very cunning lawyer. And so he plays on your fear and jealousy to regain the love you deny him. He writes a letter and leaves it behind him on the desk. Trust a lawyer never to do that unintentionally. He orders flowers for me by telephone in the morning, and probably cancels the order the moment he reaches the office. By the way, hasn't he a lock of my hair?
Yes, in his desk drawer. I brought it with me.
Yes. They bribed my hairdresser to steal from me. It is a wonder I have any hair left at all.
Is that how he got it?
I can't imagine how else. Tell me, hasn't he left any of my love letters lying around?
No.
Oh, don't be alarmed. I haven't written him any.
Then what made you...
Oh, I might have, if he had come to me frankly and said, I say, Sarah, will you do something for me? My wife and I aren't getting on so well. Would you write me a passionate love letter that I could leave lying around at home where she might find it? I should certainly have done it for him. I'd have written a letter that would have made you weep into your pillow for a fortnight. I wrote 10 like that for every eminent playwright once. But he had no luck with them. His wife was such a proper person, she returned them all to him, unread.
How clever you are. How good.
I'm neither better nor worse than any other girl in the theater, even though you do consider us such monsters.
Oh, I have been a perfect fool.
Well, you do look a bit silly, standing there with tears in your eyes and your face flushed with happiness because you have discovered that a little blonde man with spectacles loves you after all. My dear, no man deserves to be adored as much as that. But then, it's your own affair, isn't it?
Yes.
Yet I want to give you a parting bit of advice. Don't let him fool you like this again.
Oh, he won't. Never fear.
No matter what you may find in his pockets, letters, handkerchiefs, my photograph, no matter what flowers he sends, or letters he writes, or appointments he makes, don't be taken in a second time.
You may be sure of that. And you won't say anything to him about my coming here, will you?
Oh, not a word, not a word. I'm angry with him for not having come to me frankly for permission to use my name the way that he did.
You are a dear, and I don't know how to thank you.
Now you mustn't begin crying all over again.
You just made me so happy. Goodbye.
All right, Alfred. You can come out now. She's gone.
Life's a race, and I'm gonna win. Yes, I'm gonna win. And I'll light the fuse, and I'll never lose. survive. Whatever it takes.
Is it pointing at both of us?
Okay, how do we know there's enough battery life left to say what we have to say?
Yeah, we can't worry about things we can't control.
It's freezing.
Here. We have to do this, so let's just stop making excuses.
Okay, I don't want to appear desperate.
You're joking. We may be the last ones left, and you're worried about appearing desperate.
Alright, well just allow me my vanity.
Okay, listen. I'm gonna push record, and we're gonna tell the camera what we saw, and how we got here, and we're gonna tell them where we are now.
Okay, well, what are you gonna say?
The same things, but from my vantage point.
Okay, but we both saw the same thing.
Maybe, maybe not. Look, take a deep breath. Are you ready? Go ahead, tell them.
Hello. I am here as a survivor, although I cannot say how much longer I will live. We are making this recording to document what we saw. Time no longer has any relevance, and the only date and time we can be assured is based on this recording. 1 month ago, the skies darkened and fires filled the air with smoke. As the first weeks progressed, the smoke became toxic, and we await our demise.
We reached this shelter after running from the smoke, which was determined to be death rolling in out of the blue.
You did not just say that ridiculous sentence.
What the hell is the matter with you? Oh, this is serious. We may well be the last known survivors of this attack. You can't judge my choice of words.
It just sounded pretentious. Death rolled in out of the blue? Who talks like that? Someone will find this notebook and laugh hysterically at how we chose to tell them what happened.
Well, that's how I'm going to choose to tell them. You could be all humdrum gloom, but I am going out in style.
This is not an audition, this is a testimonial. We are leaving our fellow humans who will discover our dead bodies someday.
You tell them what you saw, and I'll do it my way. All right. We apologize for the delays in this recording. There are no ways to edit tragedy witnessed by two people as the world crumbles around us.
That's right, fans. We are coming to you live from the last place on Earth, surrounded by decaying bodies and the most obvious smell of death in the air.
Have you lost your mind? What kind of mockery are you trying to exhibit?
You said you would do it your way. I am choosing mine.
Don't test my patience. This is serious. Like sharing our last will and testament with anyone who might be left.
Okay, yes, I agree. Sorry, let's just try again.
Okay. I do so apologize again for any delays in sharing our message. We are experiencing technical difficulties.
You mean a difference of opinion on how we should appear? Here on Guess Your Death Sentence, that's right, people, we are awaiting our final breath, and what better way to die than go out Egret style? We would show you photos of how our neighbors ended up, but due to contractual obligations.
As you can easily surmise, we are becoming completely delirious as the end nears. We have no way of knowing who might be left alive out there, but it is our intention to share the magnitude of which we have survived.
Okay, pay no attention to my friend who's attempting to display the depths to which we as survivors have fallen. In other news today, we can share this exclusive story about the end of the world. Hello, can you please tell our viewers what you saw?
Well, it appears that a cloud came out of the eastern skies roughly around 4 o'clock.
Would that be 4 o'clock a.m. or p.m.?
PM, of course, just a few hours ago.
How can we ever live after this devastating storm? This horrid winter of our discontent?
You sound ridiculous.
You chose were your way, and I mine, remember? Now then, thinking we may be the last people alive. We are recording this in hope that you can better understand how mankind became mankind's worst enemy. Oh, the damnation! Oh, the travesty of justice! Oh, the... Hey!
No, that is more than enough. There's little time left before humanity must endure its darkest days. Starvation, freezing, death knocking on our door.
Death doesn't knock, it blows you over. Haven't you ever read the story of the 3 little pigs?
The what?
The 3 little pigs, you idiot. It's a story about nuclear holocaust.
Are you suggesting the wolf was a nuclear holocaust?
That's precisely what I'm saying. And it's quite obvious, is it not?
The 3 houses. Right, there's one made of hay, just gets blown away with a single breath. It's followed by the house made of sticks, which meets the same doom. And then here we are, right, in the house of bricks, which when the wolf huffs and puffs, we will withstand the storm.
Yes, something exactly like that.
So reduced to nursery rhymes as our best excuse for explaining what has happened.
Yes, I suppose fairy tales explain better the ways of the world.
That's quite fascinating, actually. The intellectual equivalent of mankind has been reduced to cartoons and fairy tales. How thoroughly depressing.
Now is not the time to discuss the decline of civilization. After all, it's over now anyway, so who cares what's left of us to explain anything?
Is this thing still recording? Because if it is, we are prime examples of the stupidity left behind as members of the human race.
What are you saying? As if this will ever be seen by someone left alive. It was my way of amusing you instead of losing your strength worrying about what to eat or drink.
You know that's not in the least bit a bad thing, right? You know, I was feeling the rumbling in my stomach and readying myself to die of starvation, but your suggestion gave me confidence to live. Bully for us!
Shall we proceed?
I should say so. While the light is still lit on this camera, we can carry on telling it like it is. We're so sorry about the confusion, dear audience members. We are live from the last... The last what? It should sound prestigious.
I so like the sound of the last place on Earth.
Bravo! Yes, we are broadcasting from the last place on Earth after devastating blow was served to humanity by... Alright, so who should we say did us in?
Yes, a most challenging question. Let's call them Kardashian. And we won't define what the damn Kardashian is or was. We act like they should know.
Yeah.
Doesn't that sound ominous?
Who the dreadful Kardashians have done us in, my friends. We, as the last ones, are desperately trying to save ourselves from ruin.
Oh, God, don't make me get up. What time is it? Simon? What time is it?
It's 7:20.
Oh, you didn't even look at the clock.
It is 7:20. It is 7:20.
What you got?
This paper isn't yours?
No.
I found it on the nightstand.
What is it?
It's a script.
You mean like for a movie?
No. For us. It's us. This is what's happening right now.
What? What are you talking about?
Say something. Say anything. The cows are barking at midnight. How did you do that? Stop that! Stop it!
Simon, my God, how are you doing this?
I don't know. I just found this script. Our script. This is... I know everything you're about to say.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Look. Read it.
Oh my God. It knows what I'm going to say. What I'm going to say. Right now. Ah!
And we can't seem to help saying what we're supposed to say.
Well, just don't. Say something different. Look at your next line and say something else. Anything else.
I can't.
I can't. Okay. No, okay.
All right, let's not panic.
No, I'm not panicking.
Yes, you are. It says so. In parentheses. Elaine, panicking.
Well, don't look at it. Just don't look at it. Put it down. Put it down.
All right. Let's stay calm. Let's try to think here.
Oh, how can we stay calm, Simon? We've got our lives, our own words written down and plonked on our nightstand.
It wasn't there last night.
So who put it there? Who wrote this? Someone came in while we were asleep into our apartment?
I don't think it was a person. How could any know what we're gonna say, Elaine? I think someone is trying to tell us something.
Someone?
You know, God.
No. Stop that. I don't want God to tell me things. I hate signs and symbols. The God I believe in does not drop scripts off in the middle of the night.
Maybe it's a warning. Maybe something horrible happens today and we have a chance to prevent it.
You think?
We have to see.
Okay, but don't let go of me.
Let's look at it.
Ah!
Oh!
Sorry, I'm just scared. Okay, go ahead. I'm not even gonna look.
Okay. Let's see. Oh, I'm gonna be late for work, probably because I'm standing here reading this thing. Huh. You sing show tunes while you grade papers?
Only when I'm upset. You don't find this horribly frightening?
No, I mean, yes, but I think it's kinda neat. Now your mom's gonna call.
Oh, great. Oh my God. Our whole conversation is here. Oh, this is embarrassing. Look. It takes us 3 pages to get off the phone. Look. All right. Okay. I'll talk to you later. All right. So everything's okay? Everything's okay? All right. Okay. God, we sound so stupid all written down like this.
Look at me. I never finish a sentence. I mean, all my lines end in dot, dot, dot.
Simon, I'm scared.
I know, sweetie.
No, I mean, what if one of us dies in this? I mean, what if that's why this is here?
Well, then we'll just avoid whatever it was. I mean, if it's a car wreck or something, we'll just, we'll stay inside.
Oh, that never works. You watch The Twilight Zone, you know the car crashes through the house anyway.
Let me look at the end. Let me see how this thing ends.
Oh, God. Okay.
I mean, we have to know.
Okay.
We're alive.
We just say goodnight and go to bed. That's nice.
Looks like our whole day is here.
Okay, then let's read it from the beginning. I want to know what happens.
Are you sure?
Yeah, yes.
Okay, here we go.
The end.
That's it?
That's it.
Nothing happened.
Thank God.
I mean, nothing happened.
I was so terrified something horrible was... I mean, even if nobody died, we could have,
I mean, it's kind of cool to see what it looks like, the way we talk, But you want to know something? That was the most boring thing I've ever read. I mean, if this were a movie, nobody would film it.
I know, and I'm thrilled I haven't had enough excitement for one day.
So, wait, why is this here? Why did we get this script? What's the, why is this day different from all other days? And it's not, it's just another completely interchangeable day.
Simon, what do you want? Car chases, shootouts? We're real people, perfectly, wonderfully, boringly normal. I have to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, that's it. We go to the bathroom, we eat, we watch a little TV. Next thing you know, bam, you're 65 years old.
Oh, God!
I mean, I got so excited when I found this, I was terrified, sure, but I thought, wow, something incredible must happen today. And we've been warned because, I don't know, because we're special or something.
Well, at least we know what our day's gonna be like.
What, did I go to work and do the time cards and put labels on archives and you stay at home, grade papers, and sing some show tunes?
Well, yeah.
We don't need a script for that. I could have told you that yesterday. I could have told you that 3 days ago. I mean, if you'd like, I can write out all of next week for you.
Are we that predictable?
I mean, really? Why not just drop the script off first thing in the morning? We don't do anything. This way we can just read our whole day, go right back to bed.
Wanna rob a bank?
You know what I mean. I just saw my entire day. I want my money back.
Every day can't be a wild adventure, Simon. Nobody lives like that. That's the movies. That's TV. There's nothing wrong with going to work, earning your pay, coming home to your sweetie who, by the way, loves you, going to bed, saying goodnight. The end. I like that day. That's a good day.
Would you pay to go see that?
Maybe not, but I'm thrilled to live it.
I'm not. Elaine, I'm not. It's like, do you know who my great-grandfather was?
No.
Neither do I. I'm only 3 generations away. He's completely vanished. He didn't leave a trace. I don't want to vanish when the curtain closes. I don't want to have just a nice, normal, boring life until one day I'm gone. And the next day my great-grandson doesn't even know what my name was.
All right. Nobody gets remembered forever. Except for, Lincoln and Kennedy. I think you have to get assassinated.
I want people to remember me and say, he was great.
I think this is a generational thing. Our parents were quite happy to get married and have children and homes and jobs, and that was it. It's only our generation where you have to win a Pulitzer or you failed.
Yeah, well, they did this to us.
I don't feel like I have to be great. I just want to have a great life,
Well, you've read this thing. Was this great?
Every day doesn't have to be a whiz-bang to make a... Wait, do you remember mentioning your great-grandfather?
Just now?
No, in the script. You didn't bring him up in the script, did you?
No.
No. You changed a line.
I changed my line. I changed my line.
Oh, look in the script. What? What?
A pink replacement page.
My God.
But we can change it. We can change it.
So, let's change it. What do you want to do?
I don't know. I wanna do something, so that if anybody does remember us, they'll say that we were
A real couple of characters?
Yeah, right.
All right, so what? We're gonna, totally change our lives? Quit our jobs? Move to Peru? Become goat farmers?
I don't think that would be terribly fulfilling, no. You know what I want? I want a pink replacement page, at least one, every day. Every day we have to do at least one completely unexpected, crazy, memorable thing.
Okay, let's start right away. Give me a pen.
Yeah, what are you doing?
A little rewriting.
Goodness, now I know why I'm gonna be late for work.
What do you think?
I think you write really good stage directions. I think I'm gonna remember today.
They kiss lights.